I warned you, Anita. I told you what would happen if you tried to defy Madam P. But you just couldn't listen, could you? Do you think you're some kind of hero? Trying to rally the girls, talk about freedom, and Christ? You're just making things worse for yourself. For all of us.
I don't care about myself anymore, Minna. This place. Madam P. She can't break me. And she won't break the others if we stand together.
Hey besties! Before we jump into today's video, I noticed that a lot of you who enjoy my content aren't actually subscribed yet. If you find value in what I share, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and ensures you won't miss any of my future videos. Thank you so much for your support. And for all who have subscribed, thank you. God bless you.
Girls, it's time we take our life back. It is time we buy our freedom.
My name is George Thompson, and I'm an undercover police officer.
You had one job. One simple job. How did you let her escape?
You're the one who wanted to meet?
Yes, I'm Anita. I need your help.
But Mom, what if that makes things worse? I just want him to understand me.
Sonia, you're not listening to me. I've told you before, you need to take control in your marriage.
For real, Helen? Is that the kind of advice you're giving to our daughter?
Girls, Madam P is coming.
What is this? A little gathering? A secret meeting? Who do you think you are, Anita, filling their heads with nonsense?
I'm telling them the truth. We don't have to live like this. We have a choice. We can be free.
Free? You think you're free to speak in my house? You think you have a choice here? Take her away. Let this be a lesson to you all. Anyone who dares to defy me, who even thinks about freedom, will pay the price. Just like Anita.
Sonia. Sonia. What the hell is this? Why is the house such a mess again?
Oh, please, James. It's just a little mess. Why do you always have to make such a big deal out of everything?
A little mess? Are you kidding me? This place looks like a pigsty. I work all day, and this is what I come home to? You couldn't be bothered to clean up even a little?
I had things to do, okay? I'm not going to spend my entire day cleaning like some maid. Besides, it's not my fault you're so obsessed with everything being perfect.
This isn't about perfection, Sonia. It's about basic living standards. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do anything around here. What exactly do you do all day?
I do plenty, James. Just because it's not your version of productive doesn't mean I'm not busy. Maybe if you weren't so uptight, you wouldn't notice every little thing that's out of place.
Oh, right, I forgot. You're so busy scrolling through Instagram and talking to your mom about how hard your life is. Do you even realize how ridiculous you sound?
Don't you dare bring my mom into this. She actually understands me, unlike you. You're just a control freak who can't handle a bit of mess. Maybe you should loosen up a bit.
Loosen up? Sonia, the place is a disaster. I don't think expecting you to pick up after yourself is being a control freak. It's called being an adult. I shouldn't have to come home and clean up after you every single day.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you married me. You knew what you were getting into. I'm not going to change just because you can't handle a little clutter.
It's not just clutter, Sonia. It's everything. You don't lift a finger around here, and then you act like I'm the bad guy for expecting some basic effort. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of feeling like I'm living with a child instead of a partner.
Oh, stop being so dramatic, James. You're the one who's acting like a child, throwing a tantrum because things aren't exactly how you want them. Grow up.
This isn't a tantrum, Sonia. This is me reaching my breaking point. I can't keep doing everything while you sit around and do nothing. It's not fair, and it's not okay.
Fine, if you hate it so much, why don't you just leave? Go find someone who's perfect for your neat freak standards. I don't care.
Hello.
It's time, Helen. You know what you owe me. This isn't a free service.
I understand. But it's late. I can't just...
I don't care what time it is. I did what you asked. And now, it's your turn to deliver. If you want things to keep going the way they are, you'll get me the money. No delays, Helen. You don't want to see what happens if I have to remind you again.
Please, just give me a little more time. I'll get it to you. I promise.
No more excuses. I'll give you until tomorrow. Don't make me regret helping you.
Helen, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine, my love. I just woke up and needed to use the bathroom.
You sure? You've been in here for a while.
I'm fine, Simeon. Really. Just had a bit of trouble falling back asleep, that's all.
If something's bothering you, you can tell me, Helen. You know that, right?
I know, my love. It's nothing, really. Just. You know how it is sometimes. I couldn't sleep, and I thought maybe some fresh air would help.
All right. But if something's on your mind, you can always wake me up. Okay?
I know, thank you. Let's go back to bed. It's late, and we both need rest.
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky painted with dreams, we're chasing the echoes of sound.
Good afternoon, ladies. What can I get for you today?
I've been sitting here for 10 minutes. What kind of service is this?
I'm very sorry for the wait, ma'am. We've been quite busy today. What can I get for you?
Whatever. I'll have the grilled chicken salad, no tomatoes, extra dressing on the side. And make sure it's not that cheap low-fat stuff. I can't stand watered-down dressing. And I want my water with exactly 2 lemon slices, no more, no less.
Of course, ma'am. And for you, ma'am?
I'll have the tomato basil soup and a small Caesar salad, please. And just a glass of iced tea. Thank you.
Great, I'll have those out for you shortly.
We'll see how long that takes. Honestly, Doreen, can you believe the service these days? It's like people don't care about doing their jobs anymore.
Helen, maybe you should just relax. It's not the end of the world if we have to wait a bit.
Oh, come on, Doreen. Why should I settle for mediocre service? We're paying customers. They should be falling over themselves to make sure we're happy. That's what we're paying for, isn't it?
Okay. Let's just try to enjoy our meal. We have more important things to discuss.
It's him.
Who?
Doreen, I'm in trouble.
Talk to me. What is going on?
Doreen, I'm in so much trouble. You know that prophet you introduced me to, the one who came to pray at my house? He's blackmailing me now.
Wait, what? Blackmailing you how? What did he say?
I got a call from him last night. He said if I don't pay him more money, he'll expose everything we did. He'll tell everyone at church about how I paid him to chase away my stepdaughter, calling her a witch.
This can't be happening. I thought he would just take the money and leave us alone. We both knew he was a fake, but this? I didn't expect him to go this far.
I should have known better. But now, look at the mess we're in. I can't go to the church, Doreen. I'm a deacon. If anyone finds out about this, my reputation will be destroyed.
This is tough. But we can't let him ruin you, Helen. We have to figure out what to do. Maybe we can find a way to get the money he's asking for.
How, Doreen? I'm out of money. I was counting on my daughter marrying James to bring in some support, but she hasn't sent anything. I'm broke. Ever since that witch left our house, it has just been from one problem to the other. Everything fell apart.
Helen, calm down. We are in public. See, we must stop him. Maybe we can talk to him, reason with him. Explain that we don't have the money right now but that we can get it soon.
Oh, sure, because reasoning with a con artist always works. No, Doreen, we need a real plan. He's not going to back down just because we ask nicely.
Then what do? We can't go to the church, we can't pay him. Are we just supposed to wait and hope he changes his mind?
I don't know, Doreen. I don't know what to do. I can't let him ruin everything I've worked for.
Look, we'll figure something out, okay? Maybe we can find something on him, something to use against him if he tries to blackmail you again.
Maybe. But how? We don't even know where he lives, or what his real name is. He could disappear at any moment, and we'd be left with nothing.
I don't know, Helen. I really don't. But we can't just sit here and do nothing. We need to start thinking, planning. Maybe we can find out more about him, dig into his past. There has to be something we can use.
I'm just scared. I can't believe it's come to this. I let my anger and bitterness take over, and now look where it's gotten me.
Helen, we've all done things we're not proud of. You were trying to protect your family. That girl was causing you so much stress.
But at what cost, Doreen? I was so consumed by wanting to get rid of Natasha that I let a man into my life. I allowed myself to be manipulated. And now I'm being blackmailed by him. I've brought shame to myself and my family, and for what?
Helen, listen. We'll find a way out of this. We always do. But you need to calm down and think. This isn't the time to fall apart.
I let my emotions drive me, Doreen. I wanted to believe that getting Natasha out of the house would solve everything, but it's only made things worse. I have compromised my integrity, my faith.
Helen, you need to stop this. This is not the time for regrets. We need to act fast, if you want to protect your reputation. We've all been there, Helen. We've all made mistakes. But right now, we need to focus on fixing this. You can't change the past, but you can figure out how to deal with this prophet. Just breath. I will make some calls and we will take it from there. Now you need to wipe those tears and let's fix this mess.
I warned you, Anita. I told you what would happen if you tried to defy Madam P. But you just couldn't listen, could you? Do you think you're some kind of hero? Trying to rally the girls, talk about freedom, and Christ? You're just making things worse for yourself. for all of us?
I don't care about myself anymore, Minna. This place, Madam P. She can't break me, and she won't break the others if we stand together.
You're delusional. You're going to get yourself killed, Anita. And for what? Some fantasy of freedom?
It's not a fantasy. It's faith. It's hope. And it's more powerful than anything Madam P can do to me.
Anita, I want to share something with you. Something that's given me hope, even in the darkest of times.
What could possibly give you hope in a place like this?
Do you know the story of the Samaritan woman at the well?
No, I don't think I do. I didn't grow up reading the Bible or going to church.
Well, it's a story from the Gospel of John chapter 4 10-14. Jesus was traveling, and he came to a town in Samaria, where he sat by a well. A Samaritan woman came to draw water, and Jesus asked her for a drink. This surprised her because Jews and Samaritans didn't interact back then. But Jesus, he wasn't like anyone else.
What did he say to her?
He told her, if you knew the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water.
Living water? What's that supposed to mean?
He was talking about the spiritual water, Anita. A water that, once you drink, you will never thirst again. It's the kind of fulfillment and peace that only comes from knowing God and His love for us. No matter what happens in this world, no matter how much pain or suffering we face, that living water can fill us with hope and strength.
But why would He offer something like that to a woman like her? Why would He care?
Because He sees past what the world sees, Anita. He sees our hearts. He knew the Samaritan woman had been through a lot, just like you and me. He knew she felt broken and unworthy. But He didn't judge her. Instead, He offered her love and redemption. Just like He offers it to us.
Do you think that same Jesus would care about someone like me? After everything?
I know He does, Anita. He cares about you more than you can imagine. And His love can reach you, even here, even now. All you have to do is believe and accept it.
I want to believe, Natasha. I really do. But it's so hard.
I know, my dear. It's not easy. But faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting in the one who does. And I believe He has a plan for you, Anita. A beautiful plan, beyond anything we can imagine.
Lord, I'm trusting You to take over my life. If this is my end, so be it.
Ben, I have to say, I'm not impressed with how this case is dragging on. What's the holdup?
Sir, we're close. George has been gathering vital information, and we are starting to make some headway. Madam P is a slippery target, but we're getting there.
Close? Starting to make headway? Those aren't the words I want to hear. This case has been dragging on for too long. We have other priorities, Ben, other cases that need attention.
Sir, Madam P is involved in some serious criminal activities. human trafficking, drugs, corruption. She's a major player. If we take her down, it would make a significant impact.
And how long do you expect us to keep at this? You've been at it for months, and all we have are vague leads and a lot of wasted resources. We can't afford to focus on just one case.
Sir, with all due respect, George is undercover and risking a lot to get us concrete evidence. He's close to gaining Madam P's trust. If we pull out now, all that work will be for nothing.
Maybe it's time to cut our losses, Ben. Sometimes you have to know when to let go.
Let go? Sir, you know how much of a threat Madam P is. This isn't just about one case, it's about stopping a network of crime that's ruining lives.
I know exactly what this is about, Ben. But it's not your place to question my judgment. We have orders, and it's my job to prioritize them. Now, put George on the line.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Natasha. Have you eaten anything? You've been here a while.
No. I'm not hungry right now. Just thinking.
Thinking about anything in particular?
Just everything. My life, how things have changed so much. It's hard to wrap my head around it all.
Well, I think you're stronger than you realize. I've seen the strength in your eyes, Natasha. It's inspiring.
Thank you, George. It means a lot, especially coming from you.
Oh, you flatter me. But seriously, I'm just glad we found you when we did. I'd been meaning to ask. Do you have any plans for when all this is over?
I don't know. I feel like I need to find myself again. After everything, I'm not sure where to start. Maybe going back to school or going back to work.
Take it one step at a time. You don't have to figure it all out right now. Just know that you're not alone.
George? We need to talk. Now.
Lena, what's going on? Can this wait? We are in the middle of a lot right now.
No, it can't wait. I've been watching you, George. You seem to have all the time in the world for Natasha. What is it with you two?
Lena, this isn't the time for this. Natasha is a victim. I'm just checking up on her, making sure she's okay. It's part of my job.
Your job? Right. Just like it was your job to spend every waking moment chasing leads. Forgetting everyone else around you, including me.
Lena, you know the reason behind my actions. It's not that I'm ignoring you or anyone else. My focus is on stopping people like Madam P from hurting others. Natasha just needs assistance at this moment.
Assistant? Or is it something more? I see the way you look at her, George. You never looked at me like that. All I wanted was for you to make some time for us. But you were always too focused on your next mission, your next target. And now you're giving her the attention I begged for.
Lena, it's not like that. I didn't choose this life over you. It's just. This work, it's important. It's everything I'd been fighting for. I'm sorry if that hurt you, but I can't apologize for doing my job.
You just don't understand, do you? It's not only about the job, it's about how you constantly prioritize it over everyone else. I wanted to be there for you, George. I made an effort to understand, but you shut me out. And now you're giving someone you barely know your time and attention.
I'm sorry, Lena. I never wanted to push you away. I couldn't let go of this case. It means everything to me. But that doesn't mean I didn't care about you. It just means I'm complicated.
Yeah, well, maybe you should figure out what you really want before you drag someone else down with you.
I have to take this, Lena. Yes, Director Harris?
George, I need to speak with you about the case.
What's going on?
The decision has been made. You're to back down from the investigation. The case is officially closed.
What do you mean, closed? We are so close to breaking this wide open.
The higher-ups have decided it's not worth pursuing any further. There are too many complications, and we need to focus on other priorities. You're to cease all activity related to the case immediately.
This isn't right. We're talking about a serious criminal operation here. You can't just shut it down like this.
This is not up for discussion, George. You're dismissed from this case. I suggest you move on and focus on your other responsibilities.
You can't be serious. We have worked too hard, and you're just going to throw it all away?
You're probably wondering why George is like this. He's usually more composed, but this case, it's personal for him.
What do you mean? Why is this case so personal?
3 years ago, George lost his sister. She was one of Madam P's victims. It was devastating. He's been on a mission ever since to bring Madam P down and prevent her from hurting anyone else. That's why he's so passionate about this. It's not just a case to him. It's his life's mission.
This is the final decision. You have 24 hours to wrap up any loose ends. Goodbye, George.
This can't be happening. I won't let it end like this.
Hiring? Aren't you tired of hoping the right candidates see your job posts and apply? It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. That's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. Instead of waiting for great candidates.
You're late again. What is it this time, Patricia? Another meeting? Or should I say another one of your business?
David, not tonight. I'm exhausted.
Of course, you're exhausted. You're always tired, Patricia, because you never stop. You're always out there, doing God knows what. We haven't had a real conversation in weeks.
David, you know I'm working hard for this family. Everything I do, it's for us, to keep us afloat. You've never complained about the lifestyle we have, the comforts you enjoy.
Comforts? Is this what you call comfort? Living with a stranger who's never here? I don't even know what you do anymore. It's been 36 years, Patricia, and I'm starting to think I never really knew you at all.
Oh, please, don't start this again. You've known exactly what I do. I've built this business from the ground up. I've made sure you and the kids never lacked anything.
But at what cost, Patricia? You're never here, and when you are, you're always on your phone, always distracted. What kind of business takes you away from your family like this?
I've told you before, David. My work is confidential. It's better if you don't know the details. Trust me, it's safer for everyone.
Safer? Are you hearing yourself? You're talking like you're in some sort of secret organization. You don't even realize how ridiculous you sound.
Enough, David. I've had enough of your whining. I'm out there fighting to keep everything together while you sit here and judge me. Do you know how much pressure I'm under? How much responsibility I carry?
You think you're the only one with pressure? What about the pressure of living in ignorance, of wondering every day if my wife is out there doing something illegal, something dangerous? See? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Your phone never stops ringing.
I have to take this.
Of course you do. Why not? Just go. It's not like we're in the middle of anything important.
Yes. Good. Keep me updated on any other developments. I don't want any surprises.
George, I'm sorry about what happened. I know this case means a lot to you. I know you're hurting.
You have no idea, Natasha. You have no idea what this means to me.
I do, George. I know about your sister. I heard about what happened.
Who told you that? What do you know? You think because you heard a story, you understand my pain?
I'm not saying I understand completely, but I do know about pain and loss. I've seen it, lived it. And I know holding on to anger won't help you. It won't bring her back.
You don't get it. It's not just about losing her. It's about the injustice. It's about letting that monster walk free.
I get that. But harboring this anger, this hate, it's only going to consume you. If you forgive, you can find peace, and you can focus on truly stopping her, with a clear mind and a strong heart. You have to let it go, George.
Stop it, Natasha. Just stop. You don't know what you're talking about. Just leave me alone. I want to be left alone.
George, you don't have to go through this alone. I know you're suffering, but holding on to this pain, it's only hurting you more.
Just leave me alone, Natasha. I need to handle this my way.
I understand. I understand you want to be alone, but sometimes it helps to talk about it. You're carrying a heavy burden. Don't let it consume you.
You don't understand. I can't just let this go. Not now. Not after everything.
I know it's hard, but isolating yourself won't fix anything. It's okay to lean on others. It's okay to ask for help.
I'm not asking for help. I'm just trying to deal with this in my own way. I need you to back off.
I'm here for you, George. I want to help you get through this. You don't have to face it alone.
I want to be left alone.
George?
What the hell are you doing, Natasha? Didn't George make it clear he wants to be left alone? Or do you have selective amnesia, and don't understand anything? I have been watching you closely, Natasha. You think I don't know? You come in here, stirring things up, making everything worse.
I was just trying to help him. He's in pain, and
Oh, don't give me that. Ever since you showed up, it's been one disaster after another. It's like you bring bad luck wherever you go. You've got no idea what you're doing. You're just making things more complicated. Maybe if you stayed out of things, people like George might actually get some peace.
I'm just trying to support him. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Well, maybe you should try to understand when you're not wanted. Just back off and let George deal with things his way.
I need a ticket to Elmwood, please. The next bus, if possible.
Let's see. There is a bus leaving in 45 minutes. Would that work for you?
Yes, that's perfect. Just one ticket, please.
That'll be $20.
Here.
Good afternoon. How can I help you today?
I need something for pain and nausea. It's been getting worse.
I will be right back.
Mina, I know you've been through a lot, and it's not easy to find peace in the midst of so much pain. But the peace of God, it's unlike anything you've ever experienced. It can transform your life, heal your heart.
I don't believe in all that, Natasha. Peace? What peace? My life is a mess. How can some God fix that?
I'm not saying it will be easy, Mina. But if you open your heart, if you let God in, He can bring you peace even in the darkest times. Just give Him a chance.
I don't need God or peace. I just need to fix my life on my own. Thanks, but no thanks.
I will not stop praying for the salvation of your soul, Mina.
Do you want some smoke? It's funny how she spent such a short time with us, but she left such a huge impact on us. She came in and everything changed.
Are you okay, miss?
Yeah. I'm fine. Just remembering someone.
Sonia. Oh my God, what happened to you? I came as soon as I heard.
Anna, it's nothing. I just fell down the stairs. It's really not as bad as it looks.
Fell down the stairs? Really, Sonia? Your face is all bruised up, and you're telling me it's from a fall?
Yes, really. It was an accident. You know how clumsy I can be.
Sonia, I know something's wrong. I heard from a neighbor that James' sisters came over and there was a big fight. Please, just tell me the truth. Did they do this to you?
I didn't want to give them food. I was just so tired, Anna. And then they got angry. James. He just stood there. He didn't do anything to stop them.
He let his sisters beat you up? And he didn't even lift a finger to help you? What kind of husband is he?
He said I deserved it. That I was being disrespectful to his family by not serving them.
This is insane. I can't believe he would just stand by and let them hurt you like that. What is wrong with him?
Please, Anna, don't make a big deal out of this. I don't want any more trouble. James will only get angrier if he finds out you're here.
Sonia, you can't keep covering for him. This isn't okay. You deserve better than this. You don't have to put up with it.
I don't know what to do, Anna. He's my husband. What if things get worse if I try to stand up to him?
Mom must hear this. We will fight back.
Simeon, I can see you're carrying a heavy burden. You can talk to me. What's troubling you so deeply? It's Helen, Pastor. She hasn't stopped reminding me of my past mistakes. My infidelity, my failures. She won't let it go, and I don't blame her, but it feels like my life is falling apart. I understand, Simeon. Marriage can be a challenging journey, especially when trust has been broken. But it sounds like there's more to this than just the past. Yes, Pastor. Even after we sent Natasha away, nothing has improved. Everything's still bad. If not worse. I thought getting rid of her would solve our problems, but it hasn't. Wait, what do you mean by sending Natasha away? I thought Helen told me Natasha traveled for studies or something. Pastor, I didn't mean to. Simeon, please. You can trust me. What happened to Natasha? A prophet came to our house a few months ago. He said Natasha was a witch, that she was the cause of all our troubles. Helen believed him. I didn't know what to do. So we sent her away. Natasha. A witch? Simeon, Natasha is a devoted child of God. She has always been. I've seen her faith, her dedication. How could you believe such a thing? I didn't know what to think, Pastor. Helen was so convinced. And I've made so many mistakes. I thought maybe the prophet was right. But now I see we were wrong. We were so wrong. It's Helen, Pastor. Please, I need to take this call. Natasha a witch?